Selamlar sevgili bayanlar baylar. Nasılsınız, iyi misiniz? Umarım iyisinizdir. Eğer Dominic kanalına hoş geldiniz. Bugün sizlerin huzurunda Battlefield 2'nin 3. bölümüyle karşınızdayım. Ve vakit kaybetmeden hemen başlayalım. Burası kısa. 2 bölümden oluşuyor. Chapter oynayacağım. Dolomites, Kuzey İtalya, 1918 sonbaharı. Okumayacağım bunları ya, siz okuyun.
Are you all right? We're ready for you to cut the cake. Wow, these are incredible.
Yes, it was an incredible time.
You looked very handsome in that uniform.
That's not me, that's Matteo.
Oh, of course. I'm sorry, Dad. Take as long as you need.
No, it's okay, Tesoro. It's time I told you what happened to him. It was during our last battle together, just a few days after our 21st birthday. My brother's battalion had been ordered to capture a fort deep into enemy territory. I wasn't going with him. I was part of a special unit with a different mission. Our task was to support Matteo's battalion. We were a proud unit. We changed the war for Italy. The Arditi.
Alla vittoria! O tutti accampati!
Bir şey merak ettim. Kontrol değil, oyun mekaniği değil, ses mi? Dil İngilizce diyor. İngilizce dursun. İstediğim şey yok ya. Yani ülkenin diline göre olsa mesela çok güzel olurdu.
While Matteo was pushing forward, I had to fight up the mountain and take out anything targeting his unit.
Just hearing this story makes me worry for you.
Don't worry, I was in a full suit of armor. Besides, the Arditi were proud volunteers. We would have done anything for Italy. A church was sitting at the base of the path. Enemy troops had fortified it. I had to fight them first. to the fleeing troops were some foot soldiers. After that, the church would be ours.
Bak içeri girdim artık.
Dobbiamo conquistare! Diamoci una mossa! Latini fuori!
10 düşman geri mi oynuyor içeri?
Maledizione! Non facciamoci sorprendere! Dammi una mano, amico! Ne ho uno nel mirino! Avanti, carica! In azione, via! Merda! Dobbiamo conquistare la chiesa! Diamoci una mossa! Avanti!
Dağcılar falan dedi ya, ben de şey düşündüm, böyle akşam dağdan gezi baskı yapıyorlar falan zannettim.
There was an artillery gun that was shelling us and Mateo's unit. I had to destroy it.
And he was still heading to the fort?
Right. I had to make sure he got there. Matteo and the entire Italian offensive was in danger as long as that artillery gun remained, so I had to take it down.
Ne? Ne oldu? Niye böyle bir şey oldu? Patlarken yaklaştın diye mi acaba? Aklıma şey geldi, bak sen ne kadar da güzel bir yer. Savaş. Niye savaşıyorsun ki mesela burası için?
sure that my men were safe was to blow up the gun itself.
Aç bakayım. Fener aç.
That explosion was one of the sweetest sights of the war for me. But there was no rest. I could see an anti-aircraft gun over the next ridge that was taking out our planes. That was my next target.
Üzücü ya valla.
Teniamoli sotto pressione! Ma no, stavano qui!
Hayır, işin daha da kötü tarafı savaşmayı havalı şey sanan
The
veletler de
gun
var.
was manned by Austro-Hungarian troops. I had to remove them before I could use the gun myself. I take down the last man, but then I hear a noise that I will never forget. They were targeting Matteo's unit below me, so I do the only thing I can. It was me against an entire enemy bomber squadron.
Hadi.
We had no reinforcements. If those men were killed, our advance would be completely halted, and I would have lost Matteo. After the first few went down, they started targeting me. I had to stand my ground.
Öldün mü? Öldüm ya. Çok çabuk ısınıyor.
It was me against an entire enemy bomber squadron. We had no reinforcements. If those men were killed, our advance would be completely halted, and I would have lost Matteo. stand my ground.
Öyle oğlum.
Were you still safe behind your armor?
Of course, of course. Nothing could dent it. But then the planes veered away. When I got up, I thought I had died and gone to hell. They blew up the mountain. They buried us. They buried themselves.
Oh, God. Mateo.
I had to find him. So I went down into that hell. It was my only choice. I had to find Mateo. He could have been a...
Şu an ikinci bölüme geçtik ya.
I started with the first thing that came through the fog. There were allies pinned inside lodges. I needed to save them.
Alamıyorsak üçüncümüz olmuyor.
Abbiamo finito! Questo settore non deve cadere! Respingiamolo! Ora hanno paura!
We could hear them before we saw them. Armored vehicles coming from the enemy fort.
But you didn't have your equipment anymore.
There were crates of enemy weapons in the lodges that we scavenged and prepared ourselves with.
Avanti! Carica!
isabet onu alayım ben.
Addosso, addosso! Non lasciamo ogni scampo! Cannone campale! Cannone campale! Fermiamoci, coraggio! Localizzo il bersaglio! Avanti!
Oğlum ben niye sıra aldım? Yoksa. Yoksa. Neyse. Tamamdır yeri yer.
The enemy fought.
But you didn't have your equipment anymore.
There were crates of enemy weapons in the lodges that we scavenged and prepared ourselves with.
Teniamoli sotto pressione! Addosso, avanti! Non fermiamoci, stiamogli addosso! Avanti! Non fermiamoci, avanziamo!
Araç gelmiş yeni fark ettim.
Ehi, qui mi serve una mano! Diamogli addosso! Così, così! Dobbiamo salvare i nostri colleghi!
Nasıl patlamadı?
Ci penso io! Avanti! Così! Diamogli addosso! Andiamo! Avanti, carica!
Through sheer force of will, we took out their firepower. The lodges were safe, and I had to move on.
You never said, was Mateo in those lodges?
No, the men said his unit had made it further up.
Şurada da yelek şuraya bakalım bir ya. Yakınımızda ya.
Every part of me wanted to get out of the trenches, but I could hear Italian yelling. I knew my friends were trapped. Everywhere I looked, too late. I felt alone among ghosts. After a while, I couldn't even look at the bodies. We had to have made it to the fort. Some of the things I saw as a group. I had to convince myself I wasn't dead.
Like what?
Fire. Fire everywhere. There were two ways into the fort. I could either go through the underground tunnels or above ground by circling around the back.
Not through the front?
I no longer had my armor. It was impossible.
Niye öldüm? Mermiyle yaşıyordum tam ya. Bizim zırhı çalmışlar ha. Ya burası temiz.
Come siete fatti che soldato!
I don't know how. I just knew Matteo wasn't there. I still think about that field. Every day. I'd almost stopped looking. Started giving in to the hope that Matteo had escaped. And then...
No! No!
He never got older. And here I am, still. Who decides such things? Buon compleanno, Matteo.
Aa, kayıp nesil şeyi buradan geliyor demek. Kayıp nesil ünvan nereden geliyor diye hep merak ediyordum da. Bunu da öğrenmiş olduk. Öğrenmiş oldum. Çok kötü bir şey ya savaş. Her neyse. Burası Battlefield 2'nin 3. bölümünün sonuydu. Umarım bölüm hoşunuza gitmiştir. Bir sonraki bölüm, yani Battlefield 2'nin 4. bölümünde Çanakkale'de görüşmek üzere. Sağlıcakla kalın. Bay bay.